Hey, Flooring Pros, Jerry Levinson here, and we want to address the number one issue that flooring dealers face. They get that phone call of how much do you charge? It's like, how dare you ask me that question? A lot of people address this with such attitude and anger that, they're insulted. Don't you know that we're better than Home Depot in the competition? And all you care about is price. That person's just shopping around for price. They don't care about anything else. Don't you know that I have employees to support? I mean, I've got a family. Don't you care about my kids? Think about the children. So I want to address this. Why are they asking a price question? Is it a legitimate question for them to ask? Yeah, of course it's a legitimate question to ask. One of the reasons they're asking a price question is because they don't know what else to ask. Put yourself in their shoes for a minute. Have you ever gone shopping for tires for your car? And when you call up Discount Tire, or the local tire shop, do you ask them how much they charge for 4 tires for your brand of vehicle? Or do you say, what is your installation process? Is it guaranteed? What if I get a flat tire? Are you going to take care of that? No, you ask them about the cost of the tire that you're interested in buying. If you're buying a car, same thing. How much do you guys charge for this car? You're looking online, you're looking for information. If you're buying window coverings, blinds, you want to know what they charge for the blinds. You ask them a lot of questions about what brands do you carry? Do you guys back up your installation? How long have you been in business? Most people don't. They kind of assume that you're going to do a good job. So they're asking you a price question because they don't know what else to ask. So, and the way people handle these questions is generally wrong. Usually when somebody says, how much do you charge? First of all, it's not thought through at all. So you've got a team, you've got a salespeople, and this is the most common question you get, and yet have you sat down and thought through how should we answer this question the best way to carry this conversation on forward? And a lot of people just haven't thought it through at all. So if you get that question, this is how you should respond. How much do you guys charge for carpet installation? Well, tell me about your project. What are you working on? So here's what happens. When you do that, they're going to answer that question. I've got a family room, a living room. I'm doing some carpet there. Okay. Are you selling the house, or is this a house that you plan on living in for a long time? Asking these questions, I can either get to a point where I can give them an honest estimate. I can tell you if they're going to live there for a long time. I would tell them to budget $5 a square foot is a good, reasonable budget for a quality carpet that's going to last you a long time and it's going to clean up really well. If you're going to sell the house, and I can give you a quote based on that, stuff I have in stock. I can give you an idea. I can also ask you, hey, what part of town do you live in? And once I get that information, you're in Mesa, great. I'm going to be out that way tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Can I see you at noon or 4? We can try to schedule an appointment. Let's get in the home so we can do the measuring. How people normally answer it is they say, well, it depends on what you have. We've got carpet that's anywhere from $2.50 to $10. It's a bunch of irrelevant answers. It doesn't matter because what really depends is on their situation. So ask, what's your project? What are you working on right now? So it works every time for the first question that anybody asks. So let's say they come into your shop. They're looking to match some wood. Hey, I'm looking to match this wood. What do you guys charge per square foot for this? So the answer for that is, tell me about your project. What are you working on? And you go over this and find out what they're working on. So in most cases, this thing's 10 years old, they can't match it. So the problem is you can address that then. So what I would recommend doing is maybe adding a transition and doing a different product up to that, because you're never going to be able to match that wood. Or you can give them other advice once you learn about their project. But don't just accept that first information and feel like, hey, I got to find them this exact piece and I got to match that price. No, first ask the question. What's your project? What are you working on? Now, we don't sell tile. It's a nightmare. I don't like doing it. But we got people come in all the time. They want to match this tile. Hey, I found this at Floor and Decor. I love this tile. It's gorgeous. And I'd like to do this throughout my house. What do you guys charge? Oh, well, tell me about your project. What are you working on? You know, so they'll tell me, yeah, well, I just said I was going to do this throughout my house. So, well, let me ask you a question. Are you married to this tile? Is this absolutely you want this? Yeah. Are you open to anything else? Yeah. I ask permission to show them other products before saying, oh no, tile's no good and these are the problems that you're going to have with tile. It's going to crack, grout lines are going to be inconsistent, the installation is messy. I don't go through all that. First, what I want to do is give permission to show them something else. But it all starts off with, tell me about your project. What are you working on? So it's much better to understand than to be understood. And if you start off that way with every single customer, every project, every phone call, and everybody that walks into your showroom, you know, get an understanding of their project. You know, so no matter what product they're looking for, if they're looking to match, whatever, because a lot of times you can come up with an idea that may be better for them. And that's really careful. Again, you've got to ask permission to introduce them to a better product. Because if you go at it like this and say, you know what, tile, there's so many better options now. We've got products that are scratch resistant, they're 100% waterproof, they're not going to crack like tile, then people will get defensive. It's like, hey, damn it, I came in looking for tile. You know, why are you trying to sell me something else? So the way you handle that is get permission to show them something else. Okay? Work over this. If you're watching this video, share it with your boss, share it with your salespeople, share it with your team. It's the best way to address every first question at a home show, in your showroom, when they call you on the phone. All right? Big topic for the masterclass that's coming up, and something we talk about is the sales presentation, being prepared, walk through each product. What is the presentation for carpet? What is the presentation for hardwood or vinyl, tile? You know, you can make this experience really great for your customers. So, but it takes a little bit of work. You got to do the work, okay? You got to work on it and work on your presentation and teach your team. It's not just for you to learn. If you're the owner or the manager, make sure everybody's answering this question the right way. Practice it. You should be practicing this on your Monday morning meetings, okay? And get more improvements. This way you can sell at higher margins and close more sales. All right? I look forward to seeing a lot of you at the masterclass in Dallas.